Welcome. Today we're going to continue with middle school math proportions. So a proportion is an equation which states that two ratios are equal. And here is an example of a proportion. So let's get right into it on how to solve for missing values in a proportion. There are many ways to solve. I like to use this method for students who are really struggling, and especially if you can't use a calculator. So I start with simple numbers, easy numbers first, and go to more complicated. There is also another way to solve in my next video, which will be using a calculator, and you can check out both of those. So let's start with this. In a proportion, when we multiply by the same number on the top and bottom, we get another equivalent ratio. So what this means is we have to figure out what number the person multiplied by here to go from 3 to 18. And then we could put that same number here on the bottom and then multiply 10 by that number to find the missing question mark. And sometimes you're not going to have a question mark, so let me just cross this out here. Many times in 6th grade you're going to have, or whatever grade you're doing this, you're going to have a variable, so I'm going to write x. I'll call it x. We want to solve for x. It doesn't matter if it's a question mark or the variable. So what we need to do is we need to figure out 3 times what number gives you 18. We're always going to first look at the part of the proportion where the two numbers across from each other are filled in. So here it's on the top. It's not always going to be on the top. So we're going to ignore the bottom for now. And you know what? I'm just going to use the question mark for now so it doesn't confuse anybody, because it does look confusing. So for now I will use the question mark, but it doesn't matter if it says question mark or x. It's the same thing. So what we want to do is we're going to focus on this part and ignore the bottom, the 10 and the question mark for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out 3 times what number equals 18. And by now you should know your multiplication tables, but if you don't, then you can count by threes, or what you're really doing is dividing. So what is 18 divided by 3? And it is 6. So that means 3 times 6 is 18. Now, once you get this number here in the box, you put the same exact number in the box on the bottom. And you know what? That's red. It's hard to see. Let me use a different color. So once we know that they multiplied by 6 on the bottom, in order for it to be a proportion, they have to multiply by the same number by 6 on, by the top. If they use 6 on the top, they have to use 6 on the bottom as well. And that's the key here with proportions. You're always multiplying by the same number on the top and bottom to get another equivalent ratio, which is what a proportion is. So once we find that missing number to go in the box, 3 times 6 is 18. We know on the bottom they multiplied by 6 as well, so we just do multiplication. 10 times 6, and that is 60. So the question mark is equal to 60, or the variable, the unknown, is equal to 60. So remember, anytime you are solving a proportion, and if it's easy numbers like it is here, then if you don't have this visual here for yourself, you can just make the boxes yourself. So the point is, when you practice this a lot, then hopefully this will help you remember, oh yeah, I can do this. I can make the box myself, see what they multiplied by, and then once I know the number they multiplied by, I do the same thing on the bottom and figure out the missing number. Now, is it always going to be multiplication? No, it's not. Here we know it's multiplication because when we work with whole numbers, if we go from 3 to 18, from the 3 to 18, the 18 got bigger. So the only way to get bigger with whole numbers is to multiply. So we are going to do an example with division, because sometimes the relationship is divided by. First, I want to show you where you can get more worksheets like these. And I do have a whole series on proportions. You can get it on Amazon, Teachers Pay Teachers, follow me on Pinterest. All the links are below. These worksheets have visuals and give the support to your students that they need. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So let's do another example. So here we have another proportion, and the difference here is here we wrote a division, not a multiplication. Why? Because to go from 6 to 2. So first of all, let's notice we're not going to look at the 15 and the question mark. I'm just going to cross it out for now so that we don't focus on it. We're going to look at the numbers that are given to us. The 6 and the 2 are given to us. So we want to see what relationship they have. Now, how did I know to put the division here and not the multiplication? Because to go from a whole number of 6 to go to a whole number 2, since it's getting smaller, it has to be division. When we work with proportions, it's only going to be multiplication or division, the relationship. That is how the relationship is. So it needs to be division, because with whole numbers, the only way to go from a larger number to a smaller number is to divide and not to multiply. If you were working with decimals or fractions, it'd be different, but by then you probably usually are using a calculator, or we're just going to work around and see which relationship it has. So 6 divided by what equals 2, and I started with with small numbers, so that it's easier, but you can apply this to any problem. So what we're really doing is figuring out what 2 times what gives you 6. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And now, once we know that the 3 is in the box, we put the 3 also in this box here. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So this unknown, whether it's a variable or a question mark, is 5. And we can always check. What's really cool, a lot of students don't realize this, is this means that these are actually equal. So 6 over 15, 6 to 15, or we can actually put this on the calculator. We can do 6 divided by 15, and we can see, is it equal to 2 divided by 5? Because if our question mark is 5, this line means to divide. So we can actually check this to see if this is correct, if we got the correct answer. And if we put this into the calculator, and we put this into the calculator, we want to see if we get the same values. So for this part, you would want to check on the calculator, because this is something, unless you can also do the long division. It is a big process. And here, when we put this on the calculator, we get 0.4. I'm sorry, that did not come out. And here we get 0.4. And is 0.4 equal to 0.4? Yes, it is. So this means that these ratios are equal, which means it is a proportion. Proportion is just 2 equal ratios. It's stating that 2 ratios, this ratio and this ratio, are equal. And what's really cool is that as long as you find the number that goes in the box, you just do the same thing on the top or the bottom. And it's either going to be a division relationship like you see here, or a multiplication relationship for when solving proportions. So if you found this helpful, then you can go to Amazon or TeacherPay Teacher Store. The links are below. You can also follow me on Pinterest for other worksheets that I'm creating. These provide the supports for your students that they need, visuals and step-by-step. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get more worksheets like this. Thank you.